Hey, how's it going? This is Charles with Liquid-H Media. I thought I'd put together a little tutorial here showing how to create a landing page from scratch. Now, this is going to be a very simple demonstration, nothing too fancy here. I just want to give you an idea of what coding one from scratch actually involves. Um, See this here, we just have the simple, we have the image file up top, which is my logo. Then we have the embedded iframe of the link out to YouTube to show the video. Then we have a headline, pretty much sign up for our newsletter. And then we have an input box for your email, and then your call to action for your sign me up. Down at the bottom, we're going to also put in links for our privacy policy and terms and conditions, and then our copyright information listed at the bottom there. All right. So I personally choose to use Dreamweaver. You can do this in Notepad.exe, which is free. You can make a full-blown website perfectly fine in Notepad. It's just I like the environment Dreamweaver offers simply because I can tab back and forth from completed page to the code and see it all on one screen instead of having to tab through different windows to try to view everything. Yeah, so first and foremost, whenever you're creating a web page or a website, you want to create a folder. Inside that folder, you're going to have your index.html file. And you're going to have two folders, your media and then your CSS. Now, this is going to be a small enough project where usually you could probably just throw all your CSS styling on one page. I choose to be a little bit more organized than that, so I separate stuff out, but you know, everybody has their own preferences. Now, I will automatically expect you to know a little bit about HTML and CSS. This is not a beginner's course. If you know I get enough people in response that wants to see that kind of stuff, then I'll definitely take a look into it. This is just supposed to be real short and sweet, so this is just going to go over the main meat of that. All right, so first off, we're going to start with name your page. Mine's going to be Liquid-H Media Blog Newsletter, or we'll just do blog because it's not technically a newsletter; it's just a sign up. Then, if you decide to organize it like I do, you're going to have to put a link for the CSS file so it knows where to find it when it goes to try to style all the elements that you have in your page. So this is link, and I will have all the source files for you guys to look at. It'll be in the description, so that you can download it and look at it yourself and kind of get a better idea while you're working on your own if you choose to do that. What am I doing? All right, so style sheet. What kind of type is it? It's going to be a text, CSS. Then our reference to it will be at css/style.css. Like I said, that links it so that when it goes to style all the elements, it knows where to find the correct files. Alright, so with that, we're done with the head. Now we get down into the body. First thing we're going to do is create the wrapper. This is going to be the overall, kind of like the overall box around everything that controls like its alignment and things of that nature. On my example, everything's pretty much lined right down the middle. You can get a little bit more fancier with it, but like I said, this is supposed to be pretty easy. Go up, follow along with. So we're going to give this an ID of wrapper. Always get in the habit of closing out your tags whenever you open them. That way you don't get stray or missing tags that causes errors later on after you get done doing a full-blown web page and can't figure out why you have problems and it's not showing properly. It's always a good habit to get into. So now we're going to create the header. This is where we're going to put the logo. We're going to give that a class of header. Close that back out. And we're going to link in the image file. We're going to give it an ID of logo. Source will be media, my logo, PNG. Always give your images an alt tag. That way the web crawlers can localize or find it and categorize it better when people are searching for images. Good way to get your product or information out there. I don't know about you, when I'm looking up stuff, sometimes I'll just go into Google, and instead of doing actual web search, I might do like a image search, and this just helps it come up a little better, or makes it stand out a little more whenever you're looking for images. Media logo, and we're going to close that tag out, and then we are done with that. Give you an idea what that looks like. Get it up, my little pretty logo up at the top. So now we're going to get into the meat of the page. We're going to give this a class of body, or excuse me, not body, main. Close out our tag. Alright, this is where we're going to link in the YouTube video with iframe. Now, you can get the embedded information by going to YouTube, whatever. If you're linking in from YouTube, under the Share tab, you're going to go to Embed. Just copy and paste all of this information here. Copy. All right, then go back to Dreamweaver. Just going to copy and paste. Make this a little more readable. Alright, I'm actually going to change the dimensions here though. We're going to run with 580 by 315. It just makes it a little bit wider. Let's see. Alright, so next we're going to put in the H1 tag. This is our headline. Sign up for our newsletter. Close out the H1 tag. Now we're going to create the form section where you input the information. Give this a div class of sub box. Close out our tag. And then we're going to start building our form. Action. Now this information is my get response information. Now I don't know if you're using like Aweber or something like that. I can't help you there. I've never worked with those, so I don't know the API codes to load into there. You'll have to consult with your publication help files that the software will offer to figure that out. Sorry, can't help you there. Alright, and we'll close out our form, and we'll start with the first input box. Input type. I'm going to put all three of these in here just so you can copy and paste if you choose to. This first box I'm actually going to hide because I don't need the first name or full name or anything like that. I just need the email. So like I said, I'm going to put it in here anyways just so you know what the code looks like. You can take out the comment if you choose to and utilize that function. So then we have the name. We're going to name it web form ID, and then our value for 9261. Now this will need to be your web form ID number, and you can get that when you go to, if you're using a auto response, you can get the information there. You'll go up to your web form list, then go down here to, say that's my blog. Go into your settings. Now, you're going to want to input the information here as far as where do you want them to go after they sign up. Some people might have a double opt-in. This is, if you're doing a product launch or something like that, you'd want to do a double opt-in, in my opinion, just because it reduces the amount of junk traffic and leads that you get, because this actually forces people to go into their email and say, yes, I do want to sign up for whatever it is. You're going to lose a lot of leads, but you're going to have quality leads, not junk leads, because those people, if they're really into your product, they're going to go back to their email so they can sign up for it, or to double opt in to make sure that they are going to get the information. That's just my personal preference, but given that this is just my blog for a newsletter, I'm really not that worried about it, so I'll leave it at a single opt-in. Once they complete the information, they're going to go to my web page there. So then you're going to get the information, your ID right there. That's where we're going to put on our right here. All right. I'm putting this information here. I hope you guys don't screw around with it, but that's a 2 actually. All right. So after we put that there, next we're going to start building the boxes. This is the line that I'm commenting out. This is the first, if you choose to ask for a name or first name or what have you. Type text name equals name ID equals name value. See, give it a value of, enter your name, then close that out. We'll end the comment tag. Alright, so then we're going to have our next input file, or input spot. This is where they're going to put in their email. So input, class, we're asking for text again. That's going to be, well, class is what I'm naming it. Then your type will be text. Name will be email. You're naming and the ID, you're actually naming this, so you can control it later with CSS. Value is going to equal, enter your best email here. Now this is what's going to show up with the text that just populates the box to begin with. That's what that value, that's what we're putting in there. Okay, so next input box, where this is actually going to be the submit button. Actually, I'm going to have to pause it here. Second video will be up in just a minute, so well, I hate this time frame that I'm restricted by. But I'll get the second video done up here as soon as this one's finished up, so I'll give you a link out to that too. Alright, we'll see you in a few.